This week, we're going to talk about something that a lot of people are going to be able to relate to: what to do when you don't know how to be a parent. And for anyone that's new, my name is Brody-Waite, and I'm the founder of the Mask-Free movement. And every week, I bring you a video to teach you how to live and lead mask-free. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so you get these videos every single week. And if there's something in this video that touches you, impacts you, if you do something different in the world that's better, please share with us the impact on social media, not just so we know what content to make, but so that everybody else can see the power of living and leading mask-free in this world. Do you ever have a time in your life where you feel like you don't know how to be a pretty critical role? And for those of us with kids, have you ever felt like you don't know how to be a parent? Well, I'm going to tell you a story about when I became a parent and I had no idea what to do. And it's when my daughter was born. And I got home with her, my wife was taking care of her, and I was trying to do what I could, but the truth was, I was kind of useless. And as we went through the first couple months, about 2 months in, I found myself feeling things and thinking things that I hated about myself. I found myself resentful of the change in my life, that I couldn't do the things that I was doing before. I found myself thinking, man, I wish we hadn't had a kid because it just complicated everything. I miss my wife because she's a zombie, because she doesn't get any sleep, and she's feeding our daughter every 2 hours. I don't like the fact that I can't go do all the things that I normally want to do. And the internal conflict was killing me because on the one hand, I was so excited to be a parent, and I knew that I was going to fall in love with my daughter. But on the other hand, I felt like a reluctant tourist father, which I felt a tremendous amount of shame over. If I've ever had a temptation to live with a mask, that was it. And even though I teach people how to live and lead mask-free, I struggle with it myself. And in this situation, I was like, who's the a-hole that goes around and tells people that he doesn't want to be a father when he's got a newborn at home? Or who's the a-hole that tells his wife this while she's sitting there trying to survive getting no sleep? So I kept this from my friends, I kept it from my wife, and I just silently suffered. And then finally one night, I was going to my 12-step meeting, and I was in so much pain regarding this issue, I left that house feeling like I didn't want to come back. And I realized that because I'm an old-timer in recovery, or close to an old-timer, I feel like I have to have all the answers, which I'm sure a lot of leaders can relate to and a lot of parents can relate to. And I felt like I couldn't admit what I was going through. But I went to my meeting, and once the meeting opened up, I decided I was going to do what had always worked for me. And that was practice rigorous authenticity, surrender the outcome, and do uncomfortable work. And so I shared that while everybody had warned me that I wasn't going to have enough sleep as a new father, nobody had warned me that I would feel like a reluctant tourist father in my own home. Nobody would warn me that I would feel some level of resentment, some level of distance from my wife and from my child that I'm supposed to love. When I was done, at the end of the meeting, people came up to me and other fathers said, you know what, I was there too, and it gets better. Just wait until she starts smiling. Oh, I just got a shiver when I said that. Just wait until she starts interacting with you. It'll be better. And I was like, hey, thanks. But how come you didn't tell me that before I had her? How come all you did was tell me that I'm not going to sleep? Why didn't you tell me that you didn't feel a connection to your child? And it's because they felt the pressure to be the good parent. They felt the pressure to not represent these things that they thought could make them look bad as a parent. Who wants to be the parent that says that they don't feel a connection to their child and they resent them? But that's exactly what I had to go say. And that's exactly what I had to go do. And it turned out that I wasn't the only one carrying around that weight. And by sharing, I not only made it free for other people to share, but I also had all these other fathers before me come to me and tell me their story and tell me how it was going to be better and be okay, which I was so grateful for, because a day later, someone in that meeting who was just about to have a child called me and was able to open up and share about all of their challenges that they didn't feel safe to be able to communicate. And here's the most important part of this story. Sharing and feeling that connection to my fellow addicts made me realize that my wife is my best friend and my partner, and that I wanted to share it with her. And I told her, I've not told you this because I don't want this to be on your plate, but I don't feel connected to our child, and I'm feeling reluctant to be in this situation. The first thing she said was, I know. And then she said that she felt distant from me because I wasn't sharing that. And so ever since then, I share when I'm going through something as it relates to us being parents. And it doesn't make me a bad parent, it makes me a better partner and a better parent. And today I have a level of love for my daughter and true enjoyment that I didn't have, but I don't think that would have been possible if I hadn't taken off the mask, practiced rigorous authenticity, surrendered the outcome, did the uncomfortable work, and then actually experienced that benefit. And now I'm able to share that with other new fathers. So, if you find yourself in a situation where you think as the leader, as the parent, as the whatever, that you're supposed to feel a certain way, you're supposed to act a certain way, there's nothing more fundamental in this life than being a parent. And I felt that, and what I will tell you is, and what I will encourage and empower you to do, is to not keep that to yourself. It is not weak when you share it. It's what makes you strong. And so if you go out there and you take off the mask and you're able to communicate the thing that you are struggling with, the people will not only respect you, will not only connect with you and work through it with you, but it will give you what is necessary to be of better service to your responsibility and to help the people behind you on the path that think that they have to wear the mask too. That's the freedom of living and leading mask-free. And it happens at work a lot, but it also happens at home, and there's no greater leadership position than being a parent. So I hope this helped. I hope this made an impact. And if you're a parent or if this made a difference for you in any way, please engage with me on social. Follow the social media channels where we have a tremendous amount of mask-free content going out, because we do live in a masked world where everybody wants to show the perfect pictures of their children and paint themselves as perfect parents. But we all know, especially us parents, it is not easy. And we're putting out mask-free content every week to make it safer for you to live and lead without a mask. And if you have any questions for me, social media is a great way to ask them so that I know how to build more of these videos that are able to help you with whatever you're going through. Also, if you are looking for resources to learn how to live and lead mask-free, I encourage you to go to www.michaelbrody-waite.com.